Citizen Television.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am Cosmic Kev, your host, sometimes referred to as Cosmic Kev 100. I want to say hi to all my friends out in Southern Oregon, over in the Great North Coast in Humboldt County, and the people in Siskiyou County, Butte and Glenn County, and whatever county in the world that you might be from. You know, the 32 counties. Word up, you know, united in all ways. So this is it for this week. Now, Sun's in Leo right now, and really Leo is like the party animal, celebratory sign. This is midsummer, folks, and for those of us in the northern hemisphere, which is like 90% of the world's land mass, this is huge because we're in that peak time. Beyond, even though the length of days are shortening, we still have longer days than we have nights. And Leo time also refers to the first harvest. Sometimes they call it Lammas, you know, around that middle point of Leo, which we're going to go through this week, actually, because, you know, that midpoint of summer in the cross quarters. And this is the first harvest, and so this is a very celebrated time after all that hard work. You know, there's something to celebrate, there's something to party with, there's something to feel good about. So we're starting with the moon in Cancer this week. That means we're going to have a new moon this week in Leo on the 6th. So that happens at 2:51 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So this Tuesday on the 6th we have a new moon in Leo. But for right now, this weekend, moon's in Cancer. It's going to be in Cancer the whole weekend, along with Jupiter, Mars, and Mercury. So in a lot of ways, this is a very home, family-oriented holiday kind of weekend. You know, time to be with your tribe, time to be with your people that you feel really comfortable with. It's also a time when your imagination can run wild, particularly memories of things. And sometimes our memories of how things happen change. And things that we often forget, other friends who've known us well, they may remember. But I think with humility, we don't have to be embarrassed about everything. Oh yeah, I messed up. It's funny. I can laugh at myself now. Boy, when we've lost the ability to laugh at ourselves, that's when we're in really big trouble, people. I think in a lot of ways, Leo rules the teacher, rules the father, it rules the leader, the boss man, also rules the clown. Also rules the child and the baby. And, you know, in fact, a lot of, in our Western world, our perception of the person of Jesus is, a lot of ways, thought to be a Leo, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And what we know about the birth of John the Baptist being in Aquarius time because of Martha getting pregnant in Taurus time, that, you know, there's very, very strong evidence that Jesus was a Leo, or born in August, or maybe close to even being a Virgo, right on that cusp. But we, doesn't really matter, you know, ultimately, because it's all just material application towards something that people look towards in a spiritual way. And And some people don't even believe he existed, so there's all kinds of other stuff. They have not been to St. Thomas's Church in India, though. I know that. I think if you were there, you saw that there was this. 56 AD, you're like, wait a second. That's too close to the time for it to be just a rumor. Anyhow, going further this week, since we have a new moon in Leo, it's about what really would renew your heart. How can you shine as a person? What are your goofball talents? What's your creative skill? What's your artistry? What's your flair? What's your pizzazz that you put on things? I mean, that's the real question here as we go through Leo time. What do you do to make things fun and playful? For all of us. Cancer time, like I said, it's about family, and we got a lot of planets in that sign. Venus and Virgo, love being natural in a natural way, doing natural things, eating natural things, don't need clothes, it's warm out. So just enjoying and basking in that energy of the sun, which is reliable. Sun's the most reliable thing, the suns are reliable. And so we look towards our Leos to be reliable because it's a fixed sign. So there's a certain amount of dependability. Some would say status quo. But I like to just refer to it as just keeping things going. Providing some type of momentum and a hearth. That's what we think of when we think of Leo time. So